Alright guys, so this one is we are going to look at the molecules of ADP and ATP. So this says the main form of energy that can be readily used by cells to do work is potential energy stored in a molecule known as adenosine triphosphate, or ATP. Study the model below to learn more about ATP. So number 1 says carefully study the two molecules in the model ADP and ATP. What is the difference between them? The difference is ADP has 2 phosphate molecules and ATP has 3 phosphate molecules. Okay? So knowing what you know how ATP is named, what do you think the letters in ADP stand for? The letters in ADP stand for adenosine diphosphate. ATP is adenosine triphosphate. So di, right here, Di means 2, tri means 3, and that's how they named them. All right, so think of ATP like a charged battery. So right here, charged battery. If the cell uses some of the energy in this battery, what must happen to the ATP molecule for it to be converted to a partially charged battery? So in order for it to go from ATP with 3, remember we have 3 here, for it to become the ADP, one of these phosphates has to break off. That's it. And then energy can be stored in and released from chemical bonds in molecules. Draw an arrow to indicate the bond that stores energy when ATP forms from ADP. This is the same bond that releases energy when ATP is converted into ADP. So it's this bond right here. Let me see this beautifully drawn arrow. That bond right there, when that breaks, that releases energy. Okay, so the way my screen is working, I have to erase this to move on. All right, for ADP plus P to be converted to ATP, energy is needed as shown in the model. Where does this energy come from? So they're asking, where does this energy right here come from? That energy comes from glucose, from the foods that you eat. And then how is the production of ATP similar to how you charge a phone or other electronic device with a battery built in? Both require an outside energy source to convert that energy. That's it.